My next guest wrote a very bold op-ed about the political machine that's out there fighting the success of these up-and-coming outsider candidates who are running for office in 2016. You just heard from one of them, Senator Rand Paul. This guest wrote, "But for once, the powerful socialist cabal and the corrupt crony capitalists are scared. I've never seen them this outraged, this vicious, this motivated, this coordinated. Never in all my years in politics have I seen anything like the way the mad dogs of hell have been unleashed on Donald Trump." When white extremist David Duke ran for governor of Louisiana, even he wasn't treated with this kind of outrage, vitriol, and disrespect. When a known fraud, scam artist, and tax cheat like Al Sharpton ran for president, I never saw anything remotely close to this. The over-the-top reaction to Trump by politicians of both parties, the media, and the biggest corporations of America has been so swift and insanely angry that it suggests they're all threatened and frightened like never before. That is a bold op-ed. Joining me now is the author of that rogue op-ed. Capitalist evangelist is how he is known. He's a fellow former VP nominee, and he is a man whose initials happen to spell war. Best-selling author of The Power of Relentless, Wayne Allyn Root. I am honored that you are here with us. Wayne, why is it that corporate media, the permanent political class, crony capitalists, why are they so doggone scared of the rising independent non-politicians running for office?
Well, first of all, I'm honored to be on with you, Sarah. I'm a big fan of you from the day that you made the vice presidential nomination for the GOP. We happened to run in the same year, by the way, 2008. And you know why I'm a fan of yours? The same reason I'm a fan of Donald Trump. And I think it describes me too. Relentless. Relentless energy, relentless chutzpah, and relentlessly on offense. I don't let the liberals set my agenda. You never let them set your agenda. You were fantastic and on point at all times. And Donald Trump doesn't let them set his agenda. He's always on offense, and he's setting the agenda. And I think that scares liberals to death. I think it scares the media to death. I think it scares corporate interests to death. It scares the lobbyists and the lawyers to death. They don't like that kind of energy and that kind of chutzpah where you don't give a damn what the media says. They can call you a racist for telling the truth. They can call you anti-immigrant for telling the truth. They can call you right-wing extremist, even though I believe in 48 out of 50 states, more people call themselves conservatives than liberals. So how could we possibly be extremists? Liberals are the extremists. Statistics prove it. And then a guy like Trump tells you the border's a problem. And meanwhile, what happened since then? Countless murders since then. Illegals who were deported, came back in multiple times, killed someone. And how about this one? 1 million jobs created for women since the year 2008 in America, and all 1 million went to foreigners, and they won't break down the difference between foreigners here legally and illegally. So that basically means the entire American economy is now working for illegals. Donald Trump happens to be right about most of the things he's talking about, and I guess that's what scares the establishment so badly, just as you did, and just as many of the things I say do.
Yeah, absolutely, just as you do. I know you're a big sports fan, and I see the basketball, I see the football, I see that leather behind you. You talk about being on defense versus, come on, independents, get out there and be on offense. Wayne, can you win a ball game only playing defense?
Well, yeah, the best defense is, in my opinion, a great offense. You got to always keep the pressure on the other team. And so, you know, like last year, as an example, just by pure coincidence, you mentioned that I love sports, and my favorite team happens to be the Dallas Cowboys. I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 5 years old. And the Dallas Cowboys had a great year last year. They almost made it to the Super Bowl. They were 12-4. What did they do differently than all the years past? Well, their offense was a running machine. Great offensive line, great running back. They kept the ball. Their defense wasn't very good. By constantly being in control of the ball on offense, they kept the defense off the field, and they never had to worry about the defense. That's the way Republicans have got to play the political ball game. You know, we're the ones who have the great message, but unfortunately, Sarah, politics is about energy, and it's about salesmanship. And you've got to be able to sell your message. And we don't have the best salesman on our side. I've always felt Democrats have much easier message to sell and generally better salespeople. Donald Trump is a walking reality show, and I mean that only in the best of way, not in a negative way.